Hello everybody and welcome to MandRproductions episode number 69.
Nice.
If you're new here, the way this works is you guys ask questions and I answer them. It's pretty straightforward. If you have a question or a joke that you perhaps want featured on next week's episode, make sure you leave in the comment section down below, as well as leaving a like on the video on your way down there. Anyway guys, let's go ahead and get right into it with our first question of the day from BBrookeFilms. He says, "Hey MNR, would you like a UCS Rancor?" No, I wouldn't. Moving on, we have BLSBricks who says, "Hey Ryan, you should do a room tour video for your newer house. I love the old video from your older house. Keep up the great work." Thank you, dude. Now, I've been wanting to do a room tour video for at least a year now. The problem is my room is always like in flux, so like there's always just stuff somewhere, right? Like I'm always working on something and I never have like a perfect room. Like my room is pretty tidy. I've said this before, but it's never perfect, and it's got to be perfect if I want to do a room tour. That being said, I did just redo all three of the big black shelves behind me there, so those actually are all really fresh and clean looking, so I'm considering doing a room tour very soon if I can get the rest of my room, basically what's on the bed and the closet, tidied up. JFab says, "When will you make a worst to first microfighters?" I actually made one of those videos a year ago. I don't think it's going to focus well enough. It's been up for at least a year. If you're looking for a particular video and you're not sure if I've made it, just search my name, MandRproductions, and then like something similar to what you're looking for, and you might just find what you're looking for. Elias says, "How many pieces do you have in your collection roughly?" It is a pretty tough question because I don't want to go count all my stuff, but thankfully I do keep track of most of my LEGO collection on Brickset, and let's see what Brickset says I have. Brickset says for everything that I've at least put into their website, I have 221,233 pieces. I guess we could round that up to about 250,000 for stuff that I might have just not put in, and stuff that's older that's in like my miscellaneous box and everything. Oh, and a ton of pick-a-bricks, so it's probably closer to 300,000, but that's a rough estimate of how many pieces I have in my collection. Supertrash says, "Hey Ryan, why did you stop doing giveaways?" Giveaways are not like a every week thing. I did them every week during December only because it was December and I wanted to do something like for Christmas, but other than that, I only do them very seldomly and occasionally when I feel like they are appropriate. My channel is not built on doing giveaways. That's not the point of my channel. I do feel like sometimes it is appropriate for me to like do a little giveaway and give something back to you guys for enjoying my videos and watching and everything, but for the most part, my channel is not every day going to have a giveaway. It's just not the way it's going to work. It was actually kind of annoying to me how many people were asking for me to do giveaways on my I'm done buying Lego video or my 30-day not buying Lego challenge. A lot of people were like, if you buy Lego, you have to give it away. And I'm like, what? That's counterintuitive. I got a little antsy over something that's probably not a big deal, but that is definitely not going to be what I do if I lose my 30-day challenge. I'll say that. Navy SEAL Team 6 says, "What the hell happened to the jokes?" Well, last week there were no good jokes, so I didn't say any jokes on the video. That being said, the highest rated joke was, "Why do the Star Wars films come out 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3? The answer is, in charge of scheduling Yoda was." What a hoot. That's a knee slapper. Oh my goodness, I've seen that one like 100 times. But yeah, like I'm not going to feature a joke like that I've probably told before on Ask MNR, and that I definitely have seen a million times in my comment section. So yeah, that one, like that type of stuff just doesn't get featured. And so like when there are no original jokes in my comment section, I just don't put jokes in the video. Like there's nothing else I can do. Luke44 says, "Apocalypseburg or the new Cloud City?" This is a tough one. You're obviously looking at two very different yet also very similar sets. They both include a lot of minifigures. They're both $300 to $350. They're obviously direct-to-consumer sets based off very popular things, in being the LEGO Movie 2 and Star Wars. I mean, obviously, I can't pick between the two for you. Like, I love both of those sets. If you like the LEGO Movie 2 a lot, I would go for Apocalypseburg. If you didn't love the LEGO Movie 2 and you still really love Star Wars, I would go for Cloud City. I mean, either way, you're going to be happy. Let me just be honest. Like, I would be shocked if you buy one of the sets and you're like, oh, wow, I just wasted $300. Like, I think they're both really good sets, but like when you pit two sets like that against each other, it's like too tough to pick one over the other. Ray Army says, "Would you ever take apart your Imperial shuttle and rebuild it?" So, speaking of that, funny story. You guys know I'm doing my 30-day not buying Lego challenge. Oh, by the way, there's a whiteboard above me. You guys can't really see. It's a little washed out on this video, but I'm at 4 days of not buying Lego, all right? We're making it. Anyway, yeah, so one of the punishments that I saw a lot in the comment section as well was to, like, drop test my UCS Imperial shuttle. That might be a reasonable punishment, or at least one of the punishments if I do fail my challenge, because I've been thinking lately that I do want to drop test, or rather not drop test, but I want to break down my Imperial shuttle, clean it off, and rebuild it and make it all nice and shiny again. So that might be something that might happen in the very near future. Nick Melton says, how do you keep your first order TIE fighter stacked like that? Inquiring minds want to know. You put one TIE fighter on the bottom, you take the other TIE fighter, and then you just place it on top. You line up the wings and everything, and I've never had it fall down. I've actually used to have them stacked as high as 3, but now they are just stacked at 2 because I turned one into a TIE Interceptor over there. So that's the way I stack my TIE fighters. It's pretty simple. By the way, peep the sign. 4 days, baby. Nave Nagger says, would you like to host an episode of Just Too Good's original subreddit show? Not really. Then it wouldn't be Just Too Good's original subreddit show, would it now? It would be M&R's original subreddit show. So no, I probably don't want to host Just Too Good subreddit thing. I don't know why I would. That kind of doesn't make sense to me. Justin Denson says, would you like to see LEGO Star Wars sets based on the new Mandalorian show? Absolutely. Obviously, we have no idea what type of sets we might get from something like that, but I'm sure like the main character will have some type of vehicle, and we'll get that guy's vehicle. I think we might be getting a battle pack in January from the Mandalorian show, so there are Mandalorian sets very likely coming, and of course, I would love to see it happen. Rocket Boy says, what did Darth Vader say when Luke wouldn't do his homework? Don't make me force you to. It's kind of a little pun there. Kid Reviewer says, how is your love life? What love life?
All around me are familiar faces.
DarkShadow says, what type of licensed theme would you love to see come into LEGO in the near future? Fortnite. I'm telling you guys, Fortnite is the way to go for LEGO. They need to make LEGO Fortnite sets. I want it. I want it so bad. Tomas Gonzales says, are there any underrated Star Wars movies such as Rogue One that yes, Rogue One is absolutely an underrated Star Wars movie in my opinion. I've seen it get a little bit of hate here and there, but like it brought me to almost tears like at the end. Like it was a very, like you knew everyone was going to die, right? Like they're obviously not in episode 4. But it was still, like, very emotional to see the characters just, like, on the beach and everything's, like, exploding. Like, it was an emotional end to a movie. And the music in it really helped, I think, as well. But yeah, Rogue One, I think, is underrated. I mean, Solo's probably underrated, too, just because people like to hate on stuff for whatever reason. So I would throw Solo in the I mean, all the new Star Wars movies, I think people tend to underrate. But that's just maybe Episode 8's not as good as I think it is. But other than that, Laura says, how much money do you get from YouTube? So I'm not going to share what you probably wish I would share, and that's how much money I make now. But I thought it would be interesting to take a look back at how much money I made when I first started doing LEGO Star Wars videos, or LEGO videos in general, on this YouTube channel. It appears I made my first dollar on January 4th, 2011, and it only got better from there. And it didn't get too much better, though. It was pretty stable throughout those first 2 years. You can see I didn't often make over $5 in a day. I very often made below $3 in a day, and over about 2 years I made $1,180.30. If we look at the monthly data, I specifically remember making about $60 a month, and that's what it looks like it's about here. It looks like we had a little dip there in the summer of 2012. Man, that was tough times. But yeah, I would make like $60 a month, and every 2 months I would get like $120, and it was cool. I would go buy LEGO sets with that money, and that's kind of how like I got started with LEGO videos on YouTube like that. Lux Ray says, what's the earliest LEGO set you remember buying with your own money? The one that I can specifically remember like physically holding the cash in my hand and giving it to the cashier was the 6211 Imperial Star Destroyer that I bought after my birthday in 2006. It had just come out, I think. It had just come out, I think, and I was waiting for that set, and I really wanted it. It was $100. I remember calculating the tax. I was like, 6% of 100, that's $6. So I need $106. That's what I saved up or brought in cash at Toys R Us, and I bought that thing right off the shelf. Obviously, it's in my closet, actually. I still have it, though, and I also have the box for it still. It's a very cool set, and I definitely remember buying that one with cash money, baby. Mr. Brick says, are there any 2 sets that have the exact same piece number? Yes, there are tons of sets that have the same piece number. It is not super rare. Like, it just happens probably once a year or something. I don't know. I've never really paid attention to it, but there are definitely sets that have the same piece count. It's nothing crazy. This guy asks, would you ever do a series where you look at mocks fans have sent you? So, that being said, I do want to do a series very soon, actually, called LEGO Mock Review. And if you guys have any submissions for that type of video, make sure you shoot me a DM on Instagram or an email. I'm going to take a look at any LEGO mock from any theme, from any time. Like, probably like really cool mocks though, so don't send in like crappy little one base plate things. Send me some behemoth mocks and I'll take a look at those. If you guys don't send me any cool ones, I'll find my own cool ones, alright? But that being said, I hope to have the first episode of that series out on Saturday. According to my schedule over there, that's what I want. So yeah, on Saturday, hopefully Saturday at noon, you'll see the first LEGO mock review. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying new stuff on the channel if you guys haven't noticed, and that's another one of the things I'm trying. And that would be a monthly series, kind of like my new eBay series. So those things would be monthly, and that's going to be a nice rotation. So I like this question, but I find it incredibly difficult to answer because, like, I don't know, like, is it just like the most expensive set? Like, I don't know. He says, what LEGO set that you own was the hardest for you to get? Most LEGO sets are pretty easy to get. You either buy them online, like, it's basically just give money to whoever has them, right? There's never any, like, hoops to jump through, or you have to, like, the hardest thing I have to do to get a LEGO set is, like, drive somewhere, right? Like, if I got to drive an hour and a half to Orlando, then I'm driving an hour and a half to Orlando to get the LEGO set. But, like, that's about the hardest it gets. I couldn't give you a specific example of, like, this set, I had to go 5 states over, and yeah, it doesn't happen like that. If a story like that ever happens, I'll be sure to mention it here on Ask MNR, but I can't think of a time when I really had to do something crazy to get a LEGO set. BBrookeFilms 66 says, do you own the LEGO Red Sox minifigure from 1999? I do not. I also don't know why I haven't bought that yet, considering how much other crap I buy. Jurassic World Fan Talk says, when are you doing an X-Wing comparison video? Very soon. I am waiting till I open the 1999 X-Wing. I actually just got this beautiful piece of work here. So I now have all the X-Wings. So once I build this one and I build the 1999 one, I'll be able to do a comparison video. So I've just been waiting till I have them all, obviously, to do an X-Wing comparison. And let's move on to our MNR memes segment. And it's time to take a look at some of your memes on r/MNRproductions. I guess we'll start with what the top one is right now, since we want to file for his battle pack. Me, older, still good TIE Fighter, and new, overpriced TIE Fighter. That's more or less me every time a new LEGO set comes out that's a remake. LEGO Machine X, check this out, you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. That's pretty on point too. When your brother ordered the wrong LEGO set, like, this has potential, but I also don't, like, understand, like, why would what do you mean my brother ordered the wrong LEGO set? Like, I don't get it. Looking at the top of the past week now, this random idea just popped up in my head. Yeah, something to think about when you plan on assembling a new Stormtrooper army. Yeah, that's going to be me not too long from now. I think I'm going to get like 10 of those battle packs. I'm going to go all out on those. I really want those new Stormtroopers now I don't know, man. The problem is that the Hans are not going to sell for a lot of money. They just are not. So that's going to suck, just having a bunch of Hans. But we'll see how that one goes. Upvote if you agree. LEGO makes overpriced set. Small majority of fans buy it. LEGO, yeah, I agree. I'll upvote because I agree. Apparently that's what you're supposed to do. So what LEGO YouTubers do you watch? SpitBricks. Yeah. I really don't have much to say about this one, but that's on point. So David and Jay build mocks. We all focus on LEGO Star Wars. David and I like other LEGO themes. Jay does not. And Jay and I want a 501st battle pack. Hell yeah, dude. And that's going to do it for this episode of Ask MNRproductions. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed Ask MNRproductions episode number 69. And if you have a question, a joke, or a meme to submit, you can leave a comment on the video down below. And again, if it's a meme, you leave it on the subreddit. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.